Hi, I'm Steve Geralt. Welcome to my studio here in Manhattan. I am a photographer, director, and visual engineer, and I'm going to show you around what I do. We shoot a mix of coffee, booze, makeup, you name it. We kind of do all sorts of what's called tabletop, which is kind of encompasses all these things. My favorite is food or booze, or put them together. It's even more fun. So generally we have 3 robots, one moving the camera, one pouring the coffee, one pouring the milk, and they all kind of come together in one big messy glass. Here we have the Phantom VO 4K slow motion camera. It does 1,000 frames a second. On that we have a Zeiss 50mm macro lens, and that is on a Bolt robot. So this is a high-speed robot designed for doing super fast camera moves. I studied photography at RIT in Rochester, New York. Then I moved to New York City and I started assisting other photographers, and I started working as a commercial photographer, just doing still photography. Then I basically got bored and decided video was the way to go, and with robots and all sorts of other crazy stuff. Being in New York City, it's amazing when I walk around the city and I see my work on Madison Square Garden or in Times Square, and it just really makes you feel great about the work we do. Yes, we're not curing cancer, but we're making really cool art that sells stuff. Over here we have our iced coffee pourer. So the coffee is actually in this container, and there's a little motor that pours it into the glass that is here. Up here we have a conveyor belt we built. So actually we put the ice cubes on the conveyor belt, and then when we tell it to, the ice goes off the conveyor belt into the glass. It really lets us control quantity and spacing between ice cubes. We have one more robot over here, it's Johnny 5, and he is going to bring the surface to the glass. Because we have this rod that's moving the glass around, we need to bring the surface in at the last minute, and there'll be a little retouching of that at the end. When you're working with the Phantom, you need a lot of light because you're shooting 1,000 frames a second, and let's say you need f11, f16, so now your shutter speed is crazy. You're at like 1/2000th of a second at f16, at 800 ISO, that's a lot of light that you need. We had to custom build our own lights because we didn't really love the large 10K, 20K tungstens that exist because they cook everything, and that's no fun. For anybody that wants to try to do some of the stuff that I'm doing, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't afford robots, or how do I do it? And it's just start small, like get your camera, maybe get a slider, maybe get a motorized slider, even better, and just start building up to it. And just, I didn't know this from the beginning. It took me 15, 20 years of doing this to learn new things and get better and better until you realize that you can do some really crazy stuff. Thanks for watching this, and thank you to B&H for coming here to my studio and watching my process. If you want to see more of what I do, Instagram is the best place, at Steve Geralt. You can see more behind the scenes, more crazy robot things, exploding, fire, you name it, we kind of do everything, so check it out.